Greetings, Cancer. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for November 2025 for Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancer, or however Cancer resonates with you and or your chart. So yeah, please let me know if this resonates. Check out my channel for other readings. Let me know if you like the readings or don't like the readings, have any feedback. But yeah, we're going to get into a Celtic cross. I'm going to lay out the cards, talk about the cards. We will clarify the cards and then get some advice and close out with an oracle. So let's get into this reading, Cancer. Happy November. It is currently November 1st here in America, the day after Halloween. So hopefully everyone had a lovely holiday. Spirit, what is the message for Cancer? 101 on the timer. What is the message for Cancer? Okay. Okay, the overall energy for the reading is the Ace of Cups. This is Cancer energy, so beautiful start to the reading. This, again, is the overall energy. The aces are about new beginnings, and this is about, water energy, so emotions and intuition and being connected to ourselves spiritually and emotionally. There could be something of an emotional nature this month, an offer, potentially a love offer. This could be self-love. It's going to resonate differently for everyone, but we'll know more when we clarify. I feel like you've been working on something here, Cancer, with the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This could be work related. It could be, again, relationship related. But this is putting a lot of investment and time into something that you care about. Something that you could love or feel very connected to emotionally, spiritually. In the position of the current state, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is about an ending, right? So interestingly, we have the Ace of Cups here as the overall energy, which is a new beginning. And then at the current state, we have this ending. You may be releasing some burdens. You may be at the end of something that, again, you've put a lot of time and energy into. You may have been working on this mostly on your own or having put in a lot of effort. Some of you may have a hard time asking for help, but not all of you. Again, this is more about an ending of a long journey. Arduous is what I'm hearing. In the position of the challenge, we have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is about walking away from something. So again, another energy here of leaving something behind of an emotional nature. So this Ace of Cups is the overall energy, could indicate that you are leaving something behind that you love and have invested in for a new beginning. I'm called to this eclipse here and how the sun is peeking out, because there are brighter days around the corner for you. Cancer is what I'm getting here. In the position of what's coming to fruition, what's at the top of your mind, we have the Temperance card. This is very much about balance, alchemy, putting, again, energy and resources into something that you were creating or are creating in the month of November. Temperance is a card of Sagittarius. So it's an energy of, again, something that you're very passionate about. Kind of getting the same theme here. In the subconscious, we have the Justice card. So something very significant is happening, you know, here externally and internally with the subconscious and the psyche. You could be seeking justice for something, Cancer. Or, again, like Temperance, this is also about balance. And so you could be in a current state of emotional balance because of releasing some burdens. I am being called to, you know, the topic of seeking justice. That may be something you're passionate about. So it's just social justice, law, the rule of law, or not passionate about, right? So it can go both ways, especially because I don't do reversals, you know, when I lay the cards down. So we'll know more when we clarify these energies for sure. In the past, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And so in the past, this could be you, Cancer, or this could be someone else. But there was definitely stability. I feel like you've been stable, Cancer. I feel like you've been in a position of caring for yourself and nurturing yourself and, you know, getting yourself on your feet, so to speak, taking care of yourself, being very balanced. There's very similar themes happening throughout this reading. In the near future, we have the Chariot, which is also about balance. So in the future, the Chariot is about a victory. It's about seeking things that we want and we desire. Being very certain and confident about who we are and what we want. Making decisions. And moving towards victorious things. So just here you have, you know, Temperance, Justice, and the Chariot. So something's pretty significant is going on. You have a card of beginnings with the Ace of Cups. You have a card of endings with the Ten of Wands and with the Eight of Cups. The Chariot is also your energy, Cancer. And so in the near future, you may be feeling very fulfilled in attaining what you want. You may have been, you know, in a place in your life where you've been working for or doing for others. And it seems in November you have an opportunity, to do for you. It is going to require some letting go of things. In the position of what's influencing you, we have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, again, is a court card. So it could be a person. Sorry, y'all. My nose itches sometimes when I channel. I feel like my head's itching, my nose is itching, everything's itching all of a sudden. The Queen of Swords could be your energy or someone else's. But it is an energy, you know, this is the second queen. You've got some very mature cards here. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords here. You know, Cancer, you've been through a lot, you know, whatever from the past, I'm not sure, but you have learned to carry yourself in a way of, again, knowing what you want. Setting boundaries has been very important and required for you to work towards this victory. This has paid off for you. This energy of kind of looking out for yourself is what I'm getting. In the position of your environment and how others see you, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Another major arcana card, which we actually have the last two are major arcana as well. So something, again, significant is happening. The Wheel of Fortune, the karma is turning. And people may view you as lucky during this time, as fortunate. They may not see what you've had to do, or they may wonder what you've had to do to get and attain what you have. But things are shifting and others can see it. In the position of hopes and fears, we have the Magician. So your hope is to manifest your desires, your opportunity here. Your hope is to take advantage of this, to have all the resources that you need in order to assure this victory that you're working towards. Whatever you're creating, alchemizing, in the last position of the outcome, we have the Hanged One. So another major arcana. The Hanged One is about a pause, if you will. It could be something in the outcome that we're not sure of. Sometimes we don't know which way, well, I guess we never know which way the wheel is going to turn. I'll tell you, things can change very quickly. The Hanged One can also be about new perspectives, seeing things from a new angle. And for some, it could be a feeling of being tied up. Again, kind of like a pause. So, 1327 on the timer. Let's clarify these cards. Spirit. Okay. Interesting reading, Cancer. Why is the Ace of Cups here? The Ace of Cups is clarified by the Three of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles, which is here in your past. I feel like there was an ending, potentially in a loving, romantic or loving friendship. This could be with a parent, such as a mother, most specifically. But I'm more so getting that something here has ended. It's very emotional for you. I feel like I'm getting the feeling that you know that this had to happen. But it does hurt, right? There's still grief there. But I am getting this sense of you understanding why something has to be let go in order to move forward. Why is the Ten of Wands here in the current energy? Why is the Ten of Wands here for Cancer, Spirit? Something may have not provided the stability that you needed in some way in the past. For some of you. Why is the Ten of Wands here, Spirit? In the current energy. Okay. The Ten of Wands is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Judgment card, and the Chariot. And the Hermit came out. It seems like some of you took some time away from the noise to go within, and there was some sort of awakening. Some of you may have taken a vacation or a respite from something, and in this time there was some sort of awakening that this could be related to a third eye awakening for some of you. Something about the need to, something in the past that has to be let go. Again, with this Six of Cups. It's caused a lot of burdens and pain. I feel like you've tried to work through something for a long time, and it has only hurt you, is what I'm getting. Why is the Eight of Cups here, Spirit? Why is the Eight of Cups here? Yeah, something really painful that you're walking away from. Why is... Some of you may have to leave something again in order to attain something else. I think I already said that. Like you're letting something go, but you see the silver lining. Why is the Eight of Cups here? The Eight of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Justice card. For some of you, this is, walking away from a contract. We're getting the same themes, with having put a lot of work into something. Something that has caused a lot of pain and suffering. This could be what you're seeking justice for. I feel like whoever this resonates with is feeling like they have nothing else to give to a situation, and they have to leave. Spirit, why is the Temperance card here and what's at the top of mine? Why is the Temperance here? The Temperance is clarified by the Eight of Cups, which was your challenge. The Fool, which came out in reverse. And the Six of Pentacles. you know, this is pretty repetitive. I feel like this reading right now, but it's very significant in the sense that there's so many major arcana here, but there's a lack of reciprocity, which is, you know, the feeling that I was getting when, like, you've given all that you have, you're not getting what you need from a situation. For some of you, this may have been early into a connection. There could have been a false start here. Why is the Justice card here in the subconscious? Why is the Justice here? Okay, the Justice card is clarified by the Page of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Six of Wands. I'm getting the feeling that you are in need, you know, going back to this sense of balance, working towards security, for some of you, there is a seeking justice. I don't know what happened here. Someone may have really hurt you. It could have taken you, Cancer, a really long time to get to this point. I don't know what's happening, but I feel like there is seeking justice here for something that like took from you is what I'm getting. I don't know what that means for each of you, but it's like someone took a piece of you. That's what I'm getting here. You may be moving forward in a way to celebrate another. I'm not sure what that means, but that may resonate for some of you. You know, like taking a stand in the name of someone else. This being something that's very strong in your heart. Okay. Let's see what this is in the near future. The Chariot. Why is the Chariot here for Cancer? Why is the Chariot here? Oh, some fell out. There's too many there. That's 5. Let's try that again. Why is the Chariot here, Spirit? Two more cards to clarify. Okay. The Chariot is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Something is shifting here very quickly in the future. Could be related to a house. Someone could be seeking a house or a home. You know, sometimes that's a home within ourselves. Sometimes that's a physical home. Some of you may have children that you will be moving forward with into a new home. But the Wheel of Fortune is here turning, and something's coming in, or someone, a young air sign, coming in or coming with. I'm getting this third eye feeling again with the Page of Swords. You may be moving towards something that you saw in a dream or even in a past life. I feel like there's a wish here that you're moving towards. Spirit, why is the Queen of Swords here as the influence? Please clarify the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is clarified by the Star, that wish fulfillment I was just talking about. The Chariot, and the Seven of Wands. You're very protective here over whatever this is, or whoever this is, or this wish. This is something you're not willing to compromise on, Cancer. I feel like you've compromised in the past and you have been burned. People have taken you down with them, is what I'm getting. And you're not allowing that to happen anymore. Again, you have your eye on the prize or a wish, a victory. And you're determined, persistent. You're not taking anybody's crap. You take no... What is that saying? I take no... I don't want to say soldiers. Is that it? I don't feel like that's right. I don't know. I don't know what it is. If you know, please let me know. I take no... It's not victims. I take no... Spirit, why is the Wheel of Fortune here in the environment? Tell us more about this wheel turning. What is this karmic happening that is in the environment of Cancer? Whoo, we got the Ten of Cups. Nice. The Devil and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like someone has gotten in your way of fulfillment, Cancer, of true, you know, some people have tried to stray you away from loving yourself. Like I said, you're not having that. And the wheel is turning here. Someone may be getting their karmic justice here. For those of you that are potentially seeking justice for something, the wheels are turning in your favor. This Eight of Pentacles has come back up from the beginning of the reading. This is something that you have been working on. Someone has been getting in the way of that. And that's not going to happen in the future. Someone's going to be removed from this situation. They've been causing conflict. The Five of Wands just popped out. Unneeded conflict. This could, again, for some of you, this could be related to a divorce. Spirit, why is the Magician here in Hopes and Fears? Why is the Magician here? Please clarify. You're coming in strong here, Cancer. You are taking no... It wants to come out so bad. What is the word for people that are hostages? Is it I'm taking no hostages? I don't think that's it either. That's not it either. Oh, I don't think I even finished clarifying, did I? One more card to clarify, Spirit, this Magician. Okay. Cancer. The Magician is clarified by the High Priestess, which is your energy. The Two of Cups. And the Temperance card. You are alchemizing through the work that you've done with the connection with yourself and standing up for yourself here. Things are coming in for you. Some of you, I'm getting that someone has stood in the way of your connection. Again, not only to yourself, but like spirituality, which those obviously would feed into each other. You could be hopeful for a deeper relationship with yourself and spirit, a deeper connection. Some of you are realizing the power of manifestation that you have. And I hear that you're like hoping that this is how it works, is what I'm hearing. Like karma and praying and spirituality. And you're realizing once you tap in to your true nature, there is abundance on the other side. Again, the silver lining here. Okay, let's clarify the Hanged One. 32:55 on the timer. Why is the Hanged One here, Spirit, for the outcome? This is a beautiful reading. Why is the Hanged One here? Okay. The Hanged One is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Strength card. The outcome is going to be, I feel like there's been conflict in the way that you have perceived yourself or something. And that perception is changing. It may take some time. I hear, because I feel like whoever is resonating with this, you're like very kind of early stages of whatever this is in November. And it's shifting your perspective. And sometimes that's all it takes, y'all. We can change our whole lives and understanding by our perception changing, because you know, it's so colored by and conditioned by society, right? And those in power that control the narrative, right? And so, you know, peeling back those layers, that's what I'm getting here. Beautiful reading, Cancer, for November. Let's get some advice. Spirit, what is the advice for Cancer for November? What is the advice? What is the advice for Cancer for November? What is the advice for Cancer? Okay. The advice. We got the King of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Emperor. Wow. This is about protecting your energy, healing, being stubborn. Again, I want to go back to that. Looking out for yourself sometimes. I'm surprised the Five of Swords didn't come out here. There's a time for rest. It's important, Cancer, that you say no sometimes and that you stand your ground. Seek justice. I know it can be for, especially like empaths, you can be like, oh, I don't want to make it harder for someone that ruined everything for me. And, you know, why would, you know, and that's a beautiful thing. There are times that justice, I mean, is required, right, for your benefit. It's not about the benefit of someone else. It's about the benefit for you. So take that how it resonates. Let's get an oracle message. Spirit, what is the oracle message for Cancer for November? What is the oracle message for Cancer for November? What is the oracle message for Cancer? Ooh. Card number 28, which comes to 10. So again, that could be a card of some kind of ending here. Letting go of things that have weighed you down. Wild Stream Orchid, the comedian. The Wild Stream Orchid will make you giggle and giggle and giggle. With small, unshowy orchid flowers smelling of burnt rubber and the roots, the little clown of Wild Stream Orchid is a powerful laughing medicine, especially for those who tell themselves they do not deserve to be happy or who cannot find themselves outside the space of their trauma. Wild Stream Orchid pulls up a chair to giddiness and buoyancy for those in the darkest room of themselves. When you need to be reminded that there are hidden aspects of yourself still alive under a heavy surface, Wild Stream Orchid is here. When you feel you cannot find the space of joy, invite this ally into your life. Wild Stream Orchid can tap into our master control center, the pituitary gland rewiring the pathway to delight, which may have frazzled or frayed over time. Beyond this doorway lie our powers of creativity, intuition, clairvoyance, and empathic abilities. The pituitary is responsible for secreting oxytocin, the chemical most related to the feelings of love. Wild Stream Orchid can bring you back to the knowledge that there is an ocean, a tide, a current of love that is always around you, holding you, washing through you, laughing so hard it hurts. You have deep-seated trauma, especially if you have deep-seated trauma, especially of a sexual nature, you are not alone. Wild Stream Orchid is here with you. This plant can miraculously access your greatest hurts, riding in on the boat of a smile and jumping off on your shore with a little somersault and a bow. Very cute. Okay. Maybe watch some comedy. Maybe look into some Wild Stream Orchid and learn more about that plant. Cancer, I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it did, please let me know. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Check out my other readings. I would love your support on my channel. And yeah, happy November. Peace and blessings, y'all.